Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take, the fastest growing live golf podcast of 2023. Stick around for more takes like this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Victor Hovland and you've seen that replay a billion times, just like everybody else in the golf world, how do you even come close to the lip of that bunker? You can't.
I know. Anything you can do to just get it out at that point. How do you even risk hitting that side of the bunker again? You saw the disaster that played out. It was unreal, man.
It's not Mito at last year's. It's close. It's not quite Mito from last year at the PGA, but man, that was obviously the biggest moment. Like he was hanging around. Brooks was matching him shot.
I don't think he would have caught him.
I don't think he would have
every
caught him.
time. Every time Hovland did something well, Brooks did it well as well.
You had COVID. That's what you wanted to tell the story about the time that you had COVID and I'm so happy that you signed yourself out. That's like the literal best thing that could have happened on this episode. But so what happened? So you were supposed to play in a golf thing on Friday while we're waiting for him to come back on.
Yeah, so I was supposed to play this Friday at the P&G's outing at Apple Greens, and I had the Fridays mixed up. Oh, you're back. Hey.
I'm so over technology, man. I press the wrong button every single time. It's a disaster.
So now we'll hear Jay's side of the story. Jay's side of the story was group text went out. Rome and Kieran said, "Oh, sorry, wrong date."
Oh, it's this Friday? Oh, we have an outing this Friday? I didn't know. I thought it was next Friday. I'll be in North Carolina. Oh, that's beautiful. So now we got 1 week. 1 week to find somebody. Luckily, we did. A couple guys that are a little more fun, so we'll have a better time.
That's a lie.
I don't know.
You can tell yourself lies all you want to help yourself feel better when you sleep tonight on your cock-shaped pillow, but it's not going to change anything. I'm sorry I let you down.
I mean, you did. At least you say sorry. That's all right. But, I think it's a life ban now, unfortunately.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate, but,
okay. Enjoy having less fun for the rest of your time playing at PG's outing.
Yeah. I'm with Cheech. We'll have fun.
That's true. He is fun to play with.
Brooksy, baby.
Yes.
Come on now.
Come on.
Is that not great for the sport? Love it. Live it.
It's good. It's good. It's amazing for the league as well. I think that's the biggest news.
Amazing for this show, since all we do is lick Brooks's butthole since January.
Oh, come on. Stroke the shaft, cradle the balls.
Listen, he got rid of the hair, the ridiculous bleach blonde hair, and he got his game back. It had nothing to do with him not being able to play. It was just he looked like an idiot. And now he's back, full form. Dude, he looked so good. Couple guys climbing back, but he was on cruise control, man. Looked awesome. Love to see it.
I had a million things I want to say, but the arguments are over. The stupid arguments are so dumb. The washed up tour is stupid. It was stupid from the beginning. Duh. 3 out of the top 4 players in the Masters are in the Live League. 2 of the top 4 at the PGA Championship play in the Live League. Liv owns 2 of the last 3 majors, with Brooks now winning the PGA, Cam the defending Open champion, and Brooks as the runner-up at the Masters. He's obviously the number 1 player in the world. No one could possibly debate the fact that Brooks Koepka is the number 1 golfer in the world right now, today. Second place in the Masters and a PGA Championship. He's got 5 majors now, so he's only 20 golfers.
Yeah,
5 or more ever. So we're talking an all-time great, not just the number 1 golfer in the world today. He's in the prime of his career. He's going to win more majors, 100%. If you want to see the best golfer in the world, if you want to see the best league in the world, you go to Trump National in DC on Friday, and you get to see the Live Golf League. That's it. Argument's over. It's and Cam finished in the top 10.
Yeah,
this weekend. So
DeChambeau right there. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
It was awesome to see, really.
All right, we'll lick more Brooks here in a second, but we got to talk about this from the beginning. Corey Connors in the bunker in the rain. You kind of get that, right? Like lose your footing, maybe a little bit, hit a try to hit the 9-iron out and bust it there, and he plugs the ball.
That was,
and he recovered and stuck the shot, made the bogey. Good for him. How, if you're Victor Hovland and you've seen that replay a billion times, just like everybody else in the golf world, how do you even come close to the lip of that bunker? You can't.
I know. Anything you can do to just get it out at that point. How do you even risk hitting that side of the bunker again? You saw the disaster that played out. It was unreal, man.
It's not Mito at last year's. It's close. It's not quite Mito from last year at the PGA, but man, that was obviously the biggest moment. Like, he was hanging around. Brooks was matching him shot.
I don't think he would have caught him.
I don't think he would have
every time. Yeah, every time Hovland did something well, Brooks did it well as well. So a bogey was a bogey, a par was matched with a par, and a birdie was matched with a birdie. So he stayed in there, I think, step by step. But yeah, it only in any major, in any event, but especially in a major, it only takes one hole to change up two shot, 3 shots. So
and I think that's true. I think that's true, but on any regular course, but Oak Hill this week was just the not only the conditions, but just the way the course was designed and the way everything was placed was absolutely brutal for a lot of these professional golfers. It was pretty brutal to watch.
John Rahm said.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
John Rahm said in his post game interview on his last round that it was the hardest, possibly hardest course, but definitely hardest PGA Championship he's ever been a part of.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt.
Conditions.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. It's the hardest PGA Championship for sure in the last, probably since the last time they played Oak Hill. It's been, that course was set up so cool too. Like, every hole kind of had its own unique little feel to it. You never saw, you had like the 600 something yard par 5. You had the drivable par 4. You had,
248 yard par 3.
248 yard par 3. Exactly. You had that
the monster number 6 was the 500 par 4. It went across there was 2 times across the water. It was
couple layups,
was into the wind. There were plenty of clips, and if you don't know what we're talking about, feel free to go on Twitter and just Google the Marsh. Just Marsh PGA Championship 2023, and you have pro golfers that are caked in mud because they were looking for their balls on 6. It was brutal.
Yeah, that was wild. And Brooks recovered from 6 on his final round. He carried that stupid little bridge there, and then the ball disappeared into the muck. And he doubled, right? Yeah, he doubled there and kind of came back to the field a little bit, made it interesting through the back 9 for the most part. But like you said, he was totally in control. One player, like the only player that I thought had a chance to go get him was Scotty. He kind of ran out of holes, Scotty Scheffler played a great final round for sure. And he'll look back.
When you thought he was out, and then all of a sudden today, he just all the way till the end. Great run. Yeah,
I mean, again, when Brooks beats the best players in the world, you have to. I mean, that's what the show's about today. He's the number 1 golfer in the world. Now, you tell me right now that the OWGR official world golf ranking, who had him at 44, name me 43 golfers better than Brooks Koepka.
Not right now, especially. Not right now. Maybe when we put our rankings together, right? When his game wasn't there, when he was trying to figure it out, and the Netflix special came out. But guess what? Today, he's the best golfer in the world.
Yes, I don't think there's a single doubt about it. Let's talk about Bryson a little bit, Rome. That's your boy.
I was so excited to see him back to, I won't necessarily say top form, but playing at a high competitive level. Representing not just the team that I cheer on, but also the league that we are all very fervently for. Representing Liv in the top 5 players, and he was in it the whole time. He kept every once in a while he'd shoot himself in the foot, but he stayed more consistent than a lot of other players this week
throughout the 4 days. Yeah, definitely. And to piggybacking off of what you said, a lot of the commentators were saying midday 1 that 3 or 4 is going to win it. and that's where he was at. He was at that 3, 4, 5 the entire time. So he played really good golf on a really hard course for 4 good days. He just didn't, there's a couple guys that were just out there. Brooks was out for blood.
So
Oh,
many
absolutely.
interesting things about Bryson too. Like he just let it rip. He felt like he wasn't doing his usual, like, overthinking everything, trying to be different than everybody else in the field. He just said, "This is my game. I'm going to hit it as far as I can. And yeah, the rough is going to penalize me on some holes, but when it does, I'm going to take my bogey, I'm going to move on. I'm just going to go get the birdies when I can get the birdies, when no one else is getting birdies." And that's how he played.
I think
Yeah, you
also
could-
one of the things was his ability to put a lot of power in his swing, helped him get out of the rough, and back into play when those moments were, because I mean there were players losing their balls in the rough just off the fairway. So he was able to power through where a lot of players were struggling getting their ball out of the rough and into a playable position.
Yeah, definitely. And I think through the camera, you could see that he wasn't calculating the putts like he normally does. He wasn't walking everything off. You're right. You could definitely see that he was kind of not in his own head and just played the game that he knows. And that was huge for him. I think that's what kept him around and let him play at a high level this week.
They did him so dirty on Saturday afternoon when he was up at the top of the leaderboard. They showed 3 pictures of him. They showed a photo of him when he first came in to
I
the
saw that.
PGA Tour, and he looked like a little kid. And they
Yep.
showed literally the fattest
The
picture.
fattest
you could
picture
ever
you
pick.
could get.
I mean, literally hit him on his period. Like, he's just swollen. His neck is out past his ears.
It
like,
was.
He didn't even look
Looked
like
he was wearing a
like,
football helmet.
oh
yeah.
my
It
God.
was so bad.
And he looks great now. He's in shape. He's still crushing the ball. And
Yep.
I don't know if you guys saw it after when Brooks was walking off, and there's this like live bros everywhere just pounding him with beers and backwards hats, and Chase Koepka was right there to give him a big hug and like all this stuff. Bryson went out of his way to find Brooks and give him a pound. So I thought that was really cool. Like put
That's
it all
awesome.
to bed now. Yeah, just put it all to bed now.
Well, after their round, I believe it was yesterday, they were done, and they played together yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. And at the end of the 18th hole, Brooks walked over to him, patted him on the chest, said something, and then whatever DeChambeau said back to him, Brooks turned around and said, "Thanks, buddy." You could see him voice it. So I'm not saying it was a made-for-TV event with all the stuff and the drama that went on. I do think a lot of it was real, but I think it's well in the past, especially that they're quote unquote on the same team, right? It's not. It's a brotherhood, man. That the live, it really is. The Live League is a brotherhood. It's people who gave up. Again, in the media and whatnot, gave up a lot on the tour to follow their dream and do what they think. Okay, you get money, blah blah blah. Yes, that has something to do with it, but they took the chance, right? They took the leap, and it's a brotherhood. All those guys made that big decision, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the league didn't need credibility, but in some respects, without the ratings and on their weekly or their 13 events or whatever, they need to show like the average golf fan that these guys can play with the best players in the world again. Or they never couldn't, but they need their only opportunities are at these biggest events. So if you think there's pressure on Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, or any of these guys, it pales in comparison to the pressure that the live golfers face, and these stupid Canadians up there in Rochester booing Brooks and Bryson on the first tee yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's just it shows.
Well, they're eating their words. So
yeah, and it just shows the disrespect that the disrespectful coverage that Liv has gotten since day one, and it's probably not going to change, to be honest. But they all have to just put their foot in their mouth today because Liv is holding the biggest trophy in golf. I think that's...
At the end of the day, haters are going to hate.
Yeah.
If nobody's hating on you, that means you're not successful.
Agreed. But isn't it wild how the world works? Like that Netflix special comes out, they make Brooks look like a depressed little child. All he says is I couldn't play with the best in the world, blah blah blah. And now 3 months later, he comes out and wins the PGA Championship, second in the Masters last month. It's just, I think it made him look weak, And I think he took that and said, guess what, fellas? I'm coming for you now. This is ridiculous. Let me show you what I could really do. And he's back. He feels good. He's healthy, and that's important.
And you could
It
see
shows.
it. You could see the emotion when he tapped in his putt to win the tournament.
The hugs, the smiles.
Big hugs, the smiles, just that big sense of relief. Like, I'm back. I know he said I'm back. I know he told Greg Norman I'm back. I'm back. But I'm sure it took, everything for him. It must have crushed him. That Masters loss would have crushed so many golfers, especially a guy who missed 3 out of 4 cuts in 2022 in the majors and looked like a schmuck on national TV on the, on the Netflix special and all that stuff, and just was playing so poorly. And for him to take that loss and then go ahead in the very next major and go and win nearly wire to wire, he struggled in the first round, obviously, but he, 67, 66, 66. I mean, he just took the tournament. I don't want to hear about 54 holes. He played all 72 and he was the best player on the course.
Right. You saw all the memes and everything yesterday. They're like, all right, guys, relax. Like, there's still a whole nother day. These guys are only used to 54 holes, blah, blah, blah. It just a nice.
I mean, let's also talk about the clip that's going around about Brooks, where everybody's sending it to me. It's like, oh wow, live golf is really crazy. Where they ask him a question about what happens when people are holding up and not playing fast enough, and he's like, you just got to get out there and start stroking guys. That clip is being used over and over and over again to make fun of them, but like,
I mean, he's not wrong.
Hey, you want to take it out of context? Absolutely. If you don't really know about golf and take it out of context, absolutely. But the dude just beat everybody else from Papa Golf Alpha. So, hey, listen, if the guy wants to wrap that up and go start stroking guys, then that's what he's going to do. You're not going to be able to beat him. So fuck you.
He doesn't wrap it up, by the way. Jenna's pregnant. So,
yeah.
So,
good.
I'm sure you have a list of things to talk about, but to shift gears, right? Brooke, I can't be happier for Brooks. I can't. Like, this is the guy I predicted, him or DJ, right? I love DJ. I also have a man crush on DJ, but one of those two they're my 2 favorite golfers, no doubt. And Cam Smith, obviously, we all know that. With that being said, I think the Liv should go out and give a contract to one guy after this week.
Oh,
dude, they're not going to give you a contract.
Michael Block.
No, come on. I mean, what an awesome story.
How awesome.
How fucking humble that dude is.
Oh, I had
how
Cheech
unbelievably humble he has been the entire time. Where
he's a teacher, man. He's a teacher.
It's amazing.
He's a pro. Like, that's what they're all about. But listen, like, I had Cheech text me. I had a couple people. Oh man, Wayne? Can you believe that hole in one, man? That guy, I said, equal to that, equally as impressive, if not more, was this up and down on 18 to make it without having to qualify next year to get back in and play in Valhalla next year. That was even more incredible with all the pressure to have a 10-foot putt. Did you see the swing? The swing from left to right, that putt? Unreal. It's like 3 feet of break. Just incredible, man. What a story. The hole in one, the humbleness, the play, the consistent play to stay around even par. Just cool to watch, man. Nice guy. I wish him the best.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be on a professional golf tour.
I know that. That was obviously a joke, but I'd love to have him.
Here's the other thing, though. I mean, playing at a level like that and the recognition that he's gotten, I mean, that dude's going to be able to command amazing rates now for lessons, right?
True, yeah. I don't think he would, though.
I don't think he would either.
I don't think he would.
I think he would prorate it depending on who he's working with. But I mean,
good for Michael Block. Awesome.
No, that was really. You're right though. When you watch like John Rahm struggle, and you watch like Phil struggle, and all these guys who are playing at this level for all these years, and the course just ate them up. And for this guy to basically come out of his country club office, I mean, I know he's been playing, but. And he even said, he's like, I'm playing my best golf of my life. Duh. I mean, duh. And
obviously.
But the best golf of his life is so much better than the best golf of anybody you ever played with.
I mean,
you're not lying.
Yeah, just a really cool story. So hopefully he does capitalize on it. Sometimes these 15-minute things kind of go away, but we'll get to see him at Valhalla next year. So that's really cool. That's awesome.
Featured
Awesome
group,
job by
they
him.
said. Featured group next year. Just it was a cool story.
For sure. All right. So who played golf this week? I did. I shot at 89. And I played with a 17-year-old kid who forgot his dang name. I think Kobe. I don't know.
The guy's watching
Anyway,
right now, like this.
17-year-old dude who is
Dude,
the
you couldn't fucking write it down.
I didn't write it down. He's the
You have an
number.
opportunity to make fans for life, but
I know.
just fucking it up.
He's the number 248th ranked tennis player in the country. At 17 years old, he's going to Wake Forest to play tennis, and he was out there playing, and he kind of paired up with our group. And cool kid, played like 10 or 11 holes with us, and just want to say what up, Cody, Carl, Cam. His name might have been Thomas. I have no.
Yeah. All right, Jake. Thanks for playing with Aaron.
Fantastic.
What about you?
Yeah,
guys?
I did play.
Yep.
I did play. I got out yesterday. Played the links.
Oh.
Robbie Cheech and our good friend Mike Webb. Started. I'm not gonna run through everything.
Yes,
4
you
hours
are.
here. But first hole, bomb drive, great approach, 3-putt. I realized how fast the greens were. Second drive of the day was that par 5 at the links. Not sure if you know it goes down. It used to be a water with a bridge. Now it's complete. It's grown in grass, which is nice. You don't have to worry about any hazard. You could just let it fly, which I did. And I pulled it left. Couldn't find it. Not sure how I couldn't, but whatever. I couldn't find it. Had to drop. Ended up getting bogey there. So I started double and then bogey. And then from there, I had 7 pars in a row. So I ended with a 39 on the front. Totally turned it around. Started the next bogey, par, bogey, birdie, and then kind of mostly parred out for a 40 on the back. So
No,
wasn't too bad. Played decent.
that's
Again,
a hell of a round.
that's only my second 18-hole round. We had a outing at what should have been Thunder Heart, but wasn't, thanks to Austin. So I played, Scramble, which you can't really count. I played one in the beginning of the year in Beekman back in late March, early April, and then this one. So, and I played 9 holes at College Hill. So that's all I've played this year, which is sickening and sad. 2 rounds of 18. So I'll take that. I'll take that score.
Now your golf season really gets started though now. So we have plenty of time.
Yeah, we got P&Gs on Friday, and then it's tournament after tournament after outing after tournament. So all through June. So looking forward to it. Might not be in top form, but I'm ready.
And we're looking forward to hearing about it.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear every one of your shots for the whole summer.
Yeah, well, Friday should be good with us, and then we'll talk. Oh wait, no. But yeah, so Crispy, did you go out at all?
I went and I played Dinsmore. I played the back 9 on Tuesday. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. Still got a lot to work out with my irons. Having some issues with my swing, but I shot a 46, which is
where you want to be.
It's relatively where I want to be. Obviously, got some stuff to work out.
90. I mean, that's phenomenal score for somebody who's getting.
I mean,
golf.
So far this year, I haven't shot over 100. So,
that's good.
The goal this year is to break 90. So I'm working on some stuff. My driver's working really well right now. My putting is really good. I did not putt more than 2 the entire round. So, doing better there. It's you just find things to work on, and I love playing, so I'm gonna try and unfortunately won't be able to play this weekend with the traveling, but get back out there next week.
To Highland? Or where are you going? The DJ putter, man, I was lights out. I feel so confident.
I was about to ask you. Yeah, I was about to ask you what putter's going in the bag.
Gosh.
That's
100%. 100%.
That should be a weekly segment for what putter's going in the bag this week, Jay?
It's in and it's staying as long as I can. I'm hoping the whole year. I'm hoping to turn my putting around this year is to not swap out weekly, monthly, whatever. I'm just going to stick with one putter like I used to, play with it. And the DJ Tour Black is staying in the bag, man. It is so soft. It's awesome. I'm loving it. I made some great putts. I think the birdie putt I had was at least like a 22, 25 foot putt. It was beautiful. Dead center. It felt good. All my putts were lag putts too that I missed, which is something I don't normally do. I'm usually running by or just coming up short. So the feel, I think, has been key for me with that putter.
Awesome. We got a live tournament coming up this weekend
Oh yeah.
in DC, and we'll hopefully get hole by hole done if we can. What you got, Mac?
Last thing to say, yesterday, throwing a couple transfusions back with Cheech. He can get us, being a member in Trump. We can talk off air, but there's a good package we can get to go to Bedminster.
No, we're in.
So we need to
It's in.
conversate about that, and
Click.
we'll figure that out.
Click.
Yeah,
Yes.
what I told him.
Your boys will be there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gone. All right, Rome, tell them what they got to do.
All right,
Yeah,
guys,
this one.
it's that time of the night. Feel free to leave comments, hit like, hit follow, hit the bell in the corner to get notifications.
Do it. We want to hear from you guys.
Don't think about it. Just do it. Just do it. Listen to us every week. Let us know what's going on in the comments. Let us know what you're interested in. We want to know what you're interested in. If we're missing stuff, we want to add it.
Comment which one of us is your favorite and why.
Absolutely. Why that you like me the most and why Jay looks like he's about to join.
Nobody
the
likes people who bail. I mean, listen.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
This is a rough episode.
Baylor.
Sometimes things happen. Sometimes things
Baylor.
happen.
How long have you had that plan?
Dude, you bailed
He
on
told
this
me last year.
podcast.
He told me last year.
You bailed on this podcast 5 minutes, like 2 minutes into it. Like you bail on us more than anything.
All right. That's all we got. Let's get the fuck out.
Comment.